Good afternoon. In this video, we're going to cover last week's trade in the weekly recap. Before I get into the weekly recap, I just want to say that I finished the week 12 wins, 3 losses with a win rate of 80% for the week. I met my target. My goal every week is to hit 80%, and I hit it. And I noticed that on Friday when I hit the 80%, I stopped. I hit my weekly goal. I don't want to make a mistake and get it under 80%. I made it take an unnecessary loss, and I stopped trading for the day. And usually I took it very conservative this week. I did not trade a lot. I stayed patient. I just didn't want to overtrade and make any stupid mistakes, even though I did make a couple. But regardless, I didn't want to add any more or take any more unnecessary risks than I needed to. So with that said, if you want to see the timestamps in the trades, you can see them on Twitter. They're timestamped on my Twitter, and you can see them in the past alerts in the Discord room. So if you're not in the Discord room, you can find the link in the description of the video and in the bio section of the social media. So with that said, Monday we had off because of Martin Luther King Day. So it was a short week, and we had inauguration on Wednesday. So with that said, we'll get started with Tuesdays. And Tuesday I had 377 puts at 947, which was right in here. And they went from 68 cents to $1.05 right here. Now I went into the week thinking that once Biden gets inaugurated, that the market was going to pull back, and just had the wrong mindset for half the week. But I made adjustments. So okay, what I was thinking was we had a big gap up on Sunday going into inauguration week. So I thought we were going to pull back and at least fill the gap, and we didn't. So that's what I was looking for. A big gap up and a gap fill, and it didn't. So 68 cents to $1.05 right there. I mean, you're buying at 377.50, and you got 377 puts, so it was going in the money. Just a small little push sends them. So today I'm grabbing 377 puts again at 11.06, which is right here. The push through VWAP and a break below this candle and this candle, I grabbed them 60 cents to 99 cents right there. Then I had 379 puts at 234, which was right here. Now, as you can see, it's starting to first of all, it's diverging right here. It's making a higher high, and the MACD is going down. So it was diverging, and that's one of the things that caught my eye that started making a rounding top. So when it did break below, when this candle broke below the three previous candles, is when I jumped in, and they went from 62 cents to 73 cents. It didn't have any big movers until Friday. This week was kind of annoying and difficult to trade. So then I ended up swinging. Well, I didn't initially intend on swinging, but where is it? The 19th, right there. BA. I had BA puts at 12.05, which is right here, right at the double, right when I thought it was gonna pound through and go and fill the gap down here. It didn't, and I should have stopped out, and I just kept going. I ended up holding it until it expired worthless, so it didn't even recover at all. So that was that was mistake number one. I should have just stopped out, and because I held on to it thinking that inauguration day, yeah, it popped up here, but tomorrow we're gonna have a big bloody day, and Biden's gonna get it. Going to have his inauguration, and something dumb is going to get said, or something's going to happen, the market's going to collapse. And that was one of the mistakes I made going with BA and going into Tuesday. So I definitely had the wrong mindset going into Wednesday with the inauguration. I just had it totally wrong. I was very surprised that I thought his tax plan and what he had planned for just with the taxes alone was going to be enough just to send the market to crashing, because you know the tax plan is just ridiculous and it's going to kill the middle class and stuff like that. So I don't know. I just had the wrong mindset. So first play I had to win against my rules, and I'll go over that in a second. I grabbed 381 puts at 953, which was right here on this red candle. I'll blow it up so we can see it. Right on this red candle right here. I grabbed the puts at 90 cents and it popped right here. So when we get up here and it started to come back down a little bit, I averaged down, and I never averaged down. And I averaged down, and I should never. And it just kept going and going and going and going. And I couldn't believe that. I think this is right when the inauguration started, right here. It started to drop down. And I thought this was it. This was it. It was gonna get hammered, and we were gonna flush, and it didn't. It just rebounded. I couldn't believe it. I just was distraught over that. I couldn't believe what was happening. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I ignored it, and then I ended up grabbing SPX puts. Yeah, I made puts when it was going up. I didn't think it was going to hold. I grabbed them right here at 142, right there in that push down. So I grabbed the SPX 38.35 puts at $1.10, and this little push right here, that one little push went from $1.10 to $1.65. So I went in pretty good size on that and did okay. Then I grabbed the 38.45 puts at 302, which was right 302, right here, right there. I grabbed them in this candle right here for the push down to the. It's been holding this 20 EMA right there, and so I was thinking, okay, if I can get to there, I'm fine. So they went from $1.10 to $1.45. So, I mean, that was another good win, but my second loss for the week. I shouldn't have averaged down. I went in with the wrong mindset, so whatever. Then let's see, what was it? Thursday I had had Roku puts. Whereas Thursday? It's just the 21st right here. Make sure I had the right day. I had Roku puts at 955, which is right here, right at this low right in here. They went from the 4 or 5 puts, and they went from $1.03 to $1.50 just in that little push right there. So that was a nice little play. Like nothing big. I haven't had no big play yet. Then I had Tesla. Oops, wrong Tesla. Why am I not typing right? There we go. I had Tesla calls. Let's make sure I get the right day. 21st. Tesla's just been sitting in this little range right in here. So I grabbed the calls at 10:57, which is right here. Now, I'm looking at the day before. This is the area it bounced off from. It dropped down and it kind of like rebounded right in here, right in around this 840 area. And then when I saw it try to bear flagged right here, and it came back down and tested this trend line, which I drew right here. And but I was also watching this area at like 841 and 840. So when it started to curl and rebound off the trend line before I got to this level, and when I got over this green candle right here, this red candle, that's when I ended up grabbing it. So I grabbed the 890 calls at $1.35 and then went to $1.84, right in that little push right there. So that was a good play. Then I had SPY again. I played SPY a lot this week because a lot of the things this week were just overpriced because of earnings and stuff like that. And I think that they're expecting a big move and one didn't happen. So I grabbed. Let's see, SPY puts, get the right day up here. I grabbed 382 puts at 1209, which is right here. Right here I grabbed the 382 puts at 72 cents, and I got that little drop. I thought it was gonna, I anticipated it could possibly double bottom right here, and that's what's been happening a lot, is that especially like with BA, it double bottomed. I thought it would do the same thing, so I ended up being prepared for that and anticipating that there's a possibility that could happen, and start taking money off, and that's what I ended up doing. So they went from 72 cents to 95 cents. Not another big play. Then I had Disney. We just 175 calls. Let's see, at 217, which is right here. Wait, 217. Right in here is what I had it, right there, because it dropped down. It's been wicking here. It dropped. It came back up. Came back to this area, and I thought for sure it was gonna break through and make a big run to probably the 200 EMA, which is the purple line, but it didn't. It just chopped in this area, and I decided, okay, I got out, I think, right here. So I got it at like 50 cents, and I stopped out at 30 cents or something like that. But, you know, if I held overnight, that would have been a good play, and they probably did really well. I think some people in the room actually did hold overnight and did okay on that play, so congrats to them. You always don't have to get out when I do. You always don't have to play the same strike I do. You don't even have to play at all. So everything is up on your own discretion. So then Friday was when I had the bigger day. Just I didn't have any. Usually I have 100% like almost every day, and this week wasn't there. Or at least I wasn't picking them. Facebook, I had calls. Now Facebook, I was watching this. I'll show you on the hourly, which I have on the left screen. Right here, you get like this, like, I don't know, let's see, right here. I was looking at it right here. You got like an inverted head and shoulders right here. I mean, just a little one right there, and it just looked like it was going to break out. So, and when it did get over this white line, which is the previous day's close, that's when I jumped in. I grabbed the 277.50 calls at 56 cents, then went to $1.95, straight push up. That was a good move on that. And then I ended up grabbing, let's see, Netflix puts. Now Netflix was a really pain to play. Usually what happens with Netflix is on every Friday, it ends up chopping, and it starts to look like it's going to move. Like I grabbed the puts at 9.56, which is right here. Now I grabbed it right here thinking it was going to break pre-market low and push. Now I like to buy right before the break instead of after the break, because if you buy after the break, it usually makes a big move on you. Like right here, I'll use this for instance. This is where it's like support at the 578, and right here it broke and it has a massive red candle. So I like to buy right before it breaks, anticipating the break, and it chopped and chopped and chopped. Netflix has been like really tough to play on Fridays. Almost every Friday, Netflix just chops all day long, and even if it did go down, but it never really went that far. Right here is when I was actually able to get out. I got in at let's see, I got in at 70 cents, and I think when it got into this little push right here where it started to come down a little bit, I sold some at 83 and or 80, whatever it was. Yeah, it was 80, I think. Then it pushed up and it came back down. Right here is when it's either here or here. I think it was here that I was able to get out, break even though it's lower. The theta just wrecked it in these two candles, and right here, even though it's going down and it's going in your favor, I don't think it got back over the 70 cents area again. So even though it was going towards in the money, just theta just ramped up so much, and when it started to drop, then it chopped. It started to drop, then it chopped. It just dropped and chopped, and it just ate it all the way down. And basically, even though I got the puts right here at 70 cents, right in this area here, and it made this big drop, you'd think that they would have gone 100%, but they didn't, because of all this chop just destroyed it. But if this dropped right here on this candle down here, they would have gone 200 or 300%, no problem. But that's just the way Netflix is. Netflix is tough to trade on Fridays. I don't know why. I gotta start avoiding it on Fridays. But it either chops or has a really, really big move. And I really thought we were going to have that big drop because of earnings, and just as you can see, that major earnings push from 500, we'll say 500, and getting below the 572 area, 570 area. I thought we were going to at least go to 550, even 540 for a big push down, but it didn't happen, so I was wrong about that. But I did finish green. It was a win regardless of how it played out. Then I had Baidu. I had Baidu at 250 puts at 65 cents at 11:01, which was right here. Now it popped up, came back down, and it just chopped. And right when it broke this area, the 200 EMA, and this little area right here, the 254.87 area, when it got below that, that's when I grabbed the 250 puts at 65 cents, and they went to $1.32. So they went 100%. So Facebook went 200%. Biden went 100% on Baidu. Baidu went 100%. Then I had Facebook again. This was the last trade of the day, and this was the one that these are the kind of plays you need to watch out for. I grabbed Facebook 275 puts at 245, which was right here. Now. I was watching it right here because it was chopping underneath VWAP. And usually when it chops underneath VWAP, there's a big push up. But I was looking at it right here. Right when that red candle came in and started to push down. And this red candle right here, that's when I ended up grabbing it. And this right here. Now, I grabbed the 275 puts, and it's at 275.52. Let's just round it down to 275.50. All it needs is 50 cents, and it's in the money. At 25 cents outside the money, a smallest little push is going to send them, and that's what happened. This little push from 275, we'll say 50, to 274.50, a dollar push. They went from 25 cents to 93 cents. They went 250% right there. You got to watch those end of the day plays like that are really, really close to at the money. I'm talking really close. Like this was like, now if it was below, like say it was 274, the next strike would have been the 272.50. Now I probably wouldn't have grabbed it because that would be a $2.50 push. Now because it was at the 50 cents above 275, that, all I needed was 50%, a 50-cent push, and it was going to go in the money. I like looking for those at the end of the day on Fridays or on expiration days, because those little tiny pushes, even though it doesn't need much of a push, they rock it. They can go 2, 3, 4, 500% on a dollar move. So you got to watch for those on Fridays. And Facebook we happened to grab that. We got the little move we needed, and they went 250%. So that was a nice way to end the week. And like I said, I didn't have any good movers until Friday. Just wasn't the week I was expecting, and it is what it is. And hopefully next week will be a little more volatile, a little better, and have bigger moves and stuff like that. But overall, it was a great week, and that's gonna do it. Hopefully this has helped. Please like the video and subscribe if you haven't already, and that's gonna do it. Thank you.